What up, Joe? It's your boy Willie Styles in the building. Welcome to tonight's show. Vicky, say hello.
Hi, how are you?
Good, good. I think something blocking your mic. We can barely
Can
hear
you hear
you.
me?
We can barely hear you. It's like really low.
Huh?
Just it sounds like something is blocking your mic.
Something's blocking the mic. Uh, I don't have anything blocking the mic.
Okay, we can barely hear you. Can barely hear you.
Just, oh,
Hey,
um,
Sonny, how's it going? Appreciate you joining in. Well, welcome to tonight's show, everyone. We're gonna let Vicky get the mic situation situated, and in the meantime, just want to welcome you all. We have a great show lined up for y'all tonight. We're talking to Vicky Wise over at Wise Meal Prep, and we're gonna be talking about her fitness and health journey and all the things she's doing that could probably help you all too. That get you guys on track and help y'all, you know, get to a better lifestyle. We're talking about lifestyle changes, not diets, not fads, not all that stuff. We're talking about lifestyle changes. Is it working now?
yeah, it's really hard for me to hear. For some reason, I can't hear you, but there's nothing blocking my mic.
Um, try refreshing. Try refreshing because I cannot hear you. Hold on a second. Give me 1 second. Sonny, hey, let me. Oh, give me 1 second. Hold on. Sonny, can you hear her? Okay. Yeah, it was working. It was loud earlier. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'll say I was just on the phone with her. I could hear her loud and clear. Like now, it's like I could barely hear her. So, but yeah, we're gonna get started in a second. Just trying to get through these little technical difficulties. Um,
Can you hear
uh,
me?
oh, perfect. Yeah, not here.
Okay, perfect. Now we on the roll.
Okay. I don't know what happened. We were just on the phone and I can hear you loud and clear, and then on here it was like nothing.
I'm messing up the church's money already.
That's all right. We got it together. All right. So today's show is all about you. So tell the folks all about who. Well, first tell them about you. Tell them about Victoria Wise and what. Just a quick summary because I'm gonna walk you through the whole thing, but just a quick summary of who you are and what you do, and then talk about the business. Quick summary as well, and then we'll get right into it.
Okay, so my name is Victoria Wise. I go by Vicky. I am the owner and operator of Wise Meal Prep. My business pretty much started on my own lifestyle change back in 2020. I started a lifestyle change where like most people, got laid off because of COVID. And, I had a lot of health issues and I was tired of just existing and I wanted to live. And so when I got laid off, I invested that time into my health and wellness and looking up the benefits of food. And almost 2 years later, we are here today. And I have a whole profitable business. And I have overcome several health issues with my lifestyle change.
Great, great. Now tell us about the business.
So my business, I do meal preps. So I teach people the benefits of food and how food is not the enemy, but is the friend. And we make healthy food fun and flavorful because I think people have a stigmatism of healthy food being boring and bland and it's just boiled chicken and boiled vegetables. And at Wise Meal Prep, that is not the case. You're going to get food that is flavorful, that's fun, that's amazing, a shock factor. You're going to be like, wait a minute, this, what? How is this healthy? How is this? Well, and yeah, it is. Yeah, it is.
Yeah, and that's the thing. I'm definitely living proof of that. Where I've been a customer as well as
Yes,
aiding
since
and
the
assisting her
beginning.
with. Yeah, so it's definitely amazing food, great food. The fact that you can eat really good food and be healthy at the same time is always a plus, right? And I
Yes.
think that's what a lot of people, like you said, a lot of people don't know. They have the stigma of, is it going to be is it going to taste good? Is it going to taste real? Is it going, there's so
Yes.
many, like you say, there's so many debates and so much stigma about, and I think the one thing I like about your process is that you don't, like, you do push the idea that, hey, you can eat healthy and you can eat plant-based meals without the meat, and it still will taste great, or you don't even notice that there's no meat in it. But you're not like, I mean, let's just be honest. Vegans are annoying as fuck, right? So it's like, let's just be honest. And your food
not
is
annoying.
vegan, right? Your food isn't vegan, but it's like, there's a lot of vegans that push that whole idea that, oh, you can just eat plants and it's, it's okay. I get it. We get it. But but when you are looking for healthier choices, and I mean, you have things like chicken and salmon and shrimp and things like that also add, the meat without the the meat and the protein without, lacking in health and nutrition. I think that's huge. That's awesome. One thing I did want to highlight, and I'm trying to bring up your webpage now, your Facebook page now, is the fact that your business is on Facebook. You also have Instagram. And then folks can reach you. Tell them how they can reach you. So as we're talking about it, we can
so you can reach me through Facebook, Instagram. You can also, I have my number. You can also message me, text me, or call me. I'm on all platforms. Even people reach me through my regular social media page, which I really don't prefer. I prefer, especially for orders, reach out through my business page. But yeah, I'm on everything. And I don't just post about my meals. I also post about different foods and how they benefit your body. And I started posting my workout videos because so many people have reached out and was like, oh, well, what do you do to work out? And what, and I think people overthink the process.
Yeah.
Of everything, but yeah, I'm on everything. You can hit me up. You can send a smoke signal, carrier pigeon. we can do this communication thing any type of way.
No doubt. So yeah, so let's get into it. So like you said, you started off your journey during the pandemic, in the middle of everybody not having anything to do, right?
Yes.
Now, did you start it right at the pandemic, or was it just before? I felt like it was just before.
It was literally the month before. I started my journey in February of 2020, and I actually started doing intermittent fasting, which I do now. And just a little bit of that is where you pretty much you fast for so many hours in a day, and then you break your fast and you eat in a certain window. Whatever window and fasting works for your schedule, so it doesn't have to be. So I think a lot of folks who reach out to me try to do the same window or time frame that I do, and it may not work for you. Like if you work midnights, you're asleep during the day. So you don't want to have your open window where you're eating during the day and you're asleep most of that window. So you fast and you eat with a schedule that works for you. But I started in February, the month before the pandemic. And just with literally intermediate fasting and meal prepping, I lost 11 pounds my first month.
Say that one more time for the people.
Intermediate fasting and meal prepping. I lost 11 pounds my first month. I had a gym membership. I got the gym membership in January, but I wasn't going. I'm not gonna lie, I wasn't going. I got it, right. And then I think I went for like a week, and that was it.
Now, do you mind telling your age?
I am 32. I will be 33 in March of this year.
So you're talking a woman in her 30s lost 11 pounds. 11, not 5, not 10, 11 pounds. Just from changing the way not exactly how she was eating, but how she was eating. And I think that's important for people to hear, because that's one of the biggest things. A lot of people, and I'm assuming, and I'm sure you probably did change a few things that you were eating. You may have taken something away here or there.
Yeah,
but
for the most part, what? Actually, I still was eating what I wanted to eat. I mean, I was more mindful. But I still was eating what I wanted. But the meal prepping, it helped me cut down my portions, and that was the biggest thing.
Yeah, but what I'm looking at is like, and I've talked to people about this in the past, and as well as it worked for me as well. But you know, guys, we lose weight fast, right? And everybody always says, "Oh, well, you're a guy."
Dislike it. I dislike it with you guys. You can
Yeah,
stop
exactly.
drinking pop. It could lose 15 pounds.
But it's like, you know, for women, I found, especially because I had a couple of friends that were struggling with, you know, how are they, you know, or the best ways to lose weight or the best ways to get more healthier. And one of the things, the challenges that they found out or that they encountered was a lot of the diets, a lot of the exercise, all that kind of stuff wasn't getting them the results they wanted up front, especially because, you know, they weren't changing how they were eating, or they weren't changing the frequency, or they weren't, you know what I mean? Like, the one thing that I always tell people, and I try to discourage folks because they do this all the time, is they want to eat once a day. They're like, well, I only eat one time a day, I should be losing weight. No, you're starving your body. So
you're storing fat.
Gain weight. You're going to gain weight because your body's going to be like, look, I got to store more fat because you're starving me to death.
I'm in survival mode. Your body's going to go into survival mode, and you're going to actually store fat. You'll eventually lose the weight after your body's going to be like, all right, I can't keep fighting. So you eventually will lose the weight.
It's going to take a long time, and it won't be right.
Yeah, you're not going to lose it the healthy way. And then as soon as you start back eating, you're going to gain all of that weight back because, you know, you didn't learn a healthy relationship with food and how to properly eat food. But people think the same thing with intermediate fasting. They think that you're starving yourself and you're not getting enough calories, you're not getting enough nutrients. Like, no, I am. Like, for me, you know, I eat in a 6-hour window. And in those 6 hours, I eat my meal prep and I eat small meals and I snack. And I eat about 2,400 calories in those 6 hours. And I have maintained my weight loss. It'll be 2 years next month. And I have maintained my 70-pound weight loss for 2 years.
So also explain to them, how often do you eat in that 6-hour window?
I eat small. So I eat small meals. So in that 6-hour window, I'm probably eating every hour and a half to 2 hours. But it's, like I say, it's small meals. And I post, even if you go on my Instagram page, more so my Instagram than my Facebook, but I actually post my meals and how many calories are each. You would be surprised how much you can eat. Like, people like, oh, 500 calories. And I'll post my 500 calorie meal and they're like, wait a minute, that's 500 calories? Yeah, it's 500 calories. When you learn a relationship with food and you eat food properly, that's 500 calories.
This is the website here. She previews her food, her workouts, motivation. That's one thing.
That meal right there, the avocado toast and the boiled eggs, that was about 600. I think I put on there how many?
680 calories.
600, and look how much food that is.
Yeah, that's a great portion. I mean, 2 full boiled eggs and a full avocado toast going on, and you got strawberries. You got, was that feta cheese?
Feta, blueberries. I have mixed greens. I have of course avocado. I have cucumbers on there. And I have.
Oh, see, look, you killing it. Look at that.
Cucumbers. I have a balsamic glaze on top.
Balsamic glaze, a balsamic glaze. I mean, you still getting the dressing on there. And
okay.
Too.
All the dressing, and it's on a low carb tortilla.
So how much this plate so I can come buy it? Because I need that. I need about 6 of those for the week so that I can eat good for the week. That's what I'm talking about. So no doubt. We're gonna come back to the page in a second. So like you said, you're eating every 1.5 to 2 hours in a 6-hour window. So that means you're eating anywhere from 3 to 4 meals in a day, and that's what I was saying. That's important, you know. And then, I mean, I don't know if that includes your snack, or is that plus?
That's everything. That's everything. So usually when I break my fast, I'll eat the picture that you post. I'll eat something like that, or I will actually eat my meal prep. It just really depends on what I have a taste for. Like this week meal prep is the fried cabbage with the sausage.
Okay.
That's one of my meal prep orders actually that I just did for a customer. Next to that, the fried cabbage with the sausage. Yeah.
Right, yeah.
So that's my meal prep for the week. And I believe that was
260. Yep.
260 calories. That's 2 cups of fried cabbage with and that's actually with plant-based spicy Italian sausage.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
now,
like today,
I've had that sausage. That sausage is just delicious.
it's
I don't know if it's the same one you have, but it looks similar. And
yes, it is. I actually did fix that for you. And if I didn't tell you it was plant-based, you wouldn't have known.
Oh, right, exactly. Yeah. The spiciness, the flavor, all of that is like on point. Definitely tastes amazing. Definitely makes it easy to eat because you're not feeling like you're eating diet food, right?
Exactly.
That's the
and
one
that's
thing
what I want people to walk away with my food. Like, you don't feel like you're eating food and I hate the word diet. I prefer lifestyle change, but you're eating, diet food. It's like, wait, no, what?
Right, exactly. Now another thing I love that you do on your especially on your pages is the education, like telling us about alternatives for meat alternatives, telling us about lean proteins that we should eat, telling us about different things that are like, okay, instead of eating this donut, eat this fruit, or eat, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
It's the same kind of craving smasher versus giving into that craving and then feeling bad later, right?
Exactly. Or like right now, I'm human. Right now, I've had a chocolate craving this week. I don't know what's going on, but I have been craving chocolate.
Right.
I buy dark chocolate. I buy sugar-free dark chocolate, and 60 little it's like the little tiny chocolate chips, but 60 of those is 50 calories, and it fixes my craving. And pop the 60 in my hand and eat them, and my craving is gone. Or if you're not like a big dark chocolate fan, because dark chocolate is bitter. Fruit is always a really good alternative for a sweet tooth. It's the natural sugars, I call it. It's God's sugars, and you could do those as well. Frozen grapes are a really good alternative. Frozen grapes and blueberries. Yeah. I don't know if you've never had those. Pop some in the freezer and thank me later.
Right, indeed. Denzel said, "Keep up the good work."
Thank you, Denzel. Hi, Sonny. I've been seeing your comments as well, too.
Oh yeah, Sonny said that food speaking of looking good looking food. I mean, this right here, this is just decadent. This is just. But I've had one of these stuffed peppers from Vicky, and oh my god! Now I can't remember. Was this plant-based meat or was this turkey?
That one is actually turkey, but the plant-based looks the same. I do one with the plant-based, one with ground turkey.
So I think I've had both. I believe I've had both. And
I believe you did order. I think you ordered 2 and 2.
Yeah, so I had the plant-based, and I'm a big ground turkey person. So I usually get ground turkey. But when I tried this one with the plant-based, like she said, it looked the same and it was amazing. It tastes so good. I think that's the one I had to ask, because I was like, did I get this or that? Because I didn't know. It was like you couldn't tell. You could not tell. But it was so good. It was so delicious. And I mean, I'm just big on stuffed peppers in general. And having that trade out of beef versus turkey, then going to the plant-based, it's like you're gradually moving towards even more healthier option. And then knowing that all you're eating basically is
veggies.
Is a salad. Yeah.
Yeah.
This is the kind of salad I can eat. This is the kind of salad I can eat. I like that. That's my kind of stuff. So with that, so y'all can tell I be excited about food. That's my stuff.
Look here, same. Food makes me happy. The fat person that's still inside of me, I dance.
No doubt. Now because it's on your Instagram, I'm going to show this picture. And this is just a testament to where you've been and where you're at. And
oh Lord, which picture is it? Oh, okay.
Yeah. So tell us about these 2 pictures.
Yeah, it's still crazy. I still can't believe it that I started off, for me it's the girl on the right. I'm not for sure how it's facing for the other people, but the one in the scrubs, that was me. And it's unbelievable sometimes. Sometimes I look in the mirror and I'll be like, you did it. Like you did it, and you're continuing to do it. And you're showing people it can be done without surgery. That's another thing. I didn't have surgery, people. Like I lost the weight the all natural way by completely changing my lifestyle. And I like the word lifestyle over diet, because diet, you are literally dying to fit in a box that's probably not meant for you, because everyone isn't meant to be a size 2, a size 3, a size 5. You know, everyone isn't even meant to be a size 10.
Right.
You are literally you're creating a lifestyle that's meant for you. Because I know women that's 200 pounds in the gym, that's baby, their bodies are tight and right, muscular, everything. And I think when people go on a quote unquote diet, they focus so much on that number. And I tell people, don't focus on the number, because you will kill yourself. And I know this from personal experience.
Right. Yeah.
Focus on everything else. Focus on how you feel. Focus on your energy. Focus on how your clothes look. Look at those things. And I especially for my women, I tell them to get waist beads. I wear waist beads. I love my waist beads, because us, as you said before, it's harder for us to drop weight. Right. So we drop inches before we drop weight. So with the waist beads, as you drop inches, those beads drop. Look at that. Look at that confidence, because you will literally beat yourself up and starve yourself, because you're like, oh my God, it's been 2 weeks and I haven't lost any weight. But you've lost inches.
Right, exactly.
You have to remember that.
Yeah, and I think that's the biggest thing is, and I've had this conversation with you. Hopefully it's okay. I discussed that, but basically,
no, go ahead.
I know we talked a few months ago, and I mean you were at a great point in your journey already. I mean I think this was like had to been early 2021, and you were talking about how you were still struggling with seeing yourself in that progress, that you still felt bigger than you really were. And it's that body dysmorphia that, you know, particularly women, but I think everybody, men too, go through it. They still see themselves in the past, you know, but, you know, like you said, seeing that progress for yourself is harder, because you're seeing it from your mind of, this is where I was and this is how I always will be, you know, versus this is where I was and this is what I've accomplished, or this is where I've gone through. And I mean, this picture right here is just the one. This is the telling one. I mean, 2018, 2021, and just seeing that change. I mean, you got to be proud of yourself. I know we're all proud of you.
Thank you.
Just doing an amazing job of transforming your body. Now, you know, I can show all your thirst traps if show the folks what you've accomplished, but you know, it's not about this, right? It's not about, or it is about the look, but it's not just about the look.
No.
It's also about your health, right? It's about your ability to live and not be in constant, I'm sorry, I'm losing my words right now. But basically, just constantly, like with the meds, with the doctor's appointments, with, you know, it's not about
a constant fear of going to the doctor, and it's like, what are they going to say next? What do I have next? And I know this because I dealt with that. I had type 2 diabetes. I had high blood pressure. I had high cholesterol. As of yesterday, and I made a video on my page. As of yesterday, I am completely off of all of my diabetes meds. My A1C is a 5.5. I have been dealing with diabetes since I was 16 years old. I am 32. The fact that I can walk around now and say I no longer have type 2 diabetes, people literally wish that they could, and you can do it. I'm showing you can. But it took me 2 years to get to this point. But my doctor told me yesterday, say, Ms. Wise, you could that one last pill I got you on, you done with that now.
Nice.
And I'm still on cloud now from that. That's because amazing. I never would have imagined that I would get to that point where I can say that I have overcame diabetes, I have overcame high blood pressure, I've overcame high cholesterol. Do I still have damage from my diabetes? Absolutely, I do, because I had it for so long. So I have permanent nerve damage in my hands, in my legs, and in my intestines. But I've added years to my life as well too.
Indeed.
I'm a single mother. I have a 13-year-old daughter, and I'm showing her as well that no, mommy showing you, if I can do it, you can do it. Yeah. I'm building a foundation for her, so when she gets older, she knows the benefits of food and how food can help and heal and all of these things. And hopefully she can show her kids and show her friends, like, no, you don't need this turmeric and ginger. That helps with inflammation. You don't need to take these over-the-counter pills, because respectfully, these doctors don't care, especially about us. And when I say us, I mean us.
Yeah.
Right. So we have to do our own research and, put the work in and time in to figure out how we can heal ourselves. And if you don't want to, it's okay, because I've already did the research. You can consult with me and I can help you, and we can build this together, because I really want to help and target, my community, because those 3 diseases that I mentioned, they plague our community like crazy. And why get to the point of your doctor telling you that you have diabetes, you have high blood pressure? Why get to that point? Why not make the changes now so you don't have to get to that point?
Right. Indeed. And that's the biggest thing, is getting to the point where you have to rely on meds, have to rely on doctors, have to, you like you said, you don't want to be there. You don't want to get to that level and have, like you said, damage to your body, damage to your body parts, or your organs. And then, now you're risking.
But that's what happens. Unfortunately, we wait until it's too late. We wait until the doctor has diagnosed us with something, and now you're scared and you want to rush. This doesn't happen overnight either. So build it now. We're built, and as adults, our road is already paved. So we have to just go in. We're not using the concrete Michigan uses, because our roads are terrible. We go use the concrete that Ohio uses, because their roads are clear. We're fixing those patches and we're fixing those holes. But if you have kids, their road isn't finished yet. Help them. Get that road smoothed out. Don't let your health issues roll over to your kids, because that's what happens a lot too, because your kids eat what you eat. They're an example of you.
Right. Exactly. Yeah. So your latest endeavor or latest venture is, like you said, consulting, right?
Yes.
Helping people get through this journey, and one, commend you for that, because it's one thing to try to do it yourself and figure it out. It's another to pass on that great knowledge, that understanding, like you say, your research, your ups, your downs, everything that you're going through, and being able to translate to somebody else, something that can help them. Tell the folks about what just an overview of what you're offering to do for them in your sessions.
So in the beginning, the very first session, we're talking where I'm asking you, and I want you to be truthful, because don't lie, because believe me, I've been there. You can't tell me anything that I probably already haven't done. So in our first session, no, I want you to be very open, because I'm going to tell you things as well. You think that you're the only person that go to McDonald's and order a 20-piece nugget, a large fry, a Coke, a sundae, and maybe a cheeseburger on the side, because guess what? I used to do the same thing. So I'm not going to judge you. Our first session, we're going to be transparent. You're going to tell me everything, how you actually eat, because the thing is, don't lie, because clearly you got that weight for a reason. So don't tell me, oh, I don't eat that much, or oh, I only.
Right.
No. So our first session, we're transparent. Tell me everything, because I can't help you if you keep things away from me.
Right.
I'm going to share stories with you. I want you to share stories with me, because I'm very transparent. I post everything about my journey on Facebook.
She does. Indeed, she does.
Post everything. I post my struggles. I post when I went on a binge and had chips for 3 days. Like, I'm very transparent, because I want people to be like, okay, like, if she can do it, I can do it. If she could be transparent and open, so can I. So our first session is transparency, and I'm going to tell you how to start. So I'm going to give out a little bit. The first thing, go to the doctor. Make sure everything is okay with you first, because you don't want to make any lifestyle change, especially if you have health issues. We have to figure out, okay, you have this, you can't do that. You have this, you can't do that. Oh, you can't do this. First things first, go to the doctor. Because a lot of folks will go to the doctor. Go to the doctor, get blood work. Second thing, detox that body. You got to clean everything out. Because you can't make a lifestyle change and you still got all that crud inside of you. So we got to flush all of that out. So doctor's appointment first, detox second.
And then your what they call it, your workouts. I remember you said they started later. Are you how are you guiding folks on how they should do their transition from their dietary changes to their physical changes or their physical
walk? That's
just get moving, right?
And I'm not a trainer, so when it comes to training, when you really want to get like, okay, Vicky, I want to work out. I know two amazing trainers. I'm friends with on social media. We actually talk. One is a female trainer. She strictly only works out women. So for all my ladies out there, I could definitely give you her information. She's amazing. The other trainer, he works out men and women. He's amazing as well. Because the thing is, that's not in my testimony. I'm not a trainer. I can tell you little things what to do. It's especially in the beginning. But, when it's really time to take it up a notch because your body, you hit that plateau. I have two amazing trainers that I could definitely refer you to. But in the beginning, walk. People overthink it when it comes to work. I started off walking. I used to post those videos, Will, on my Facebook page, my Snapchat. I will post videos. I used to walk once a day for 30 minutes. And then from there, I went to twice a day for 30 minutes. Then I finally got a trainer. But in the beginning, before I got with my trainer, I lost, just with walking and meal prepping and the intermittent fasting, I lost about 20 pounds on my own.
Wow. That's huge. Now, I did the same thing and started with intermittent fasting. I also did, what they call it? I also did, it wasn't meal prepping, but it was like I did like the pre-made meals.
Okay.
And mainly it was like, with the way my schedule is, I was like, I want to be able to have my meals lined up and not have to think about it. Because if I have to think about it, then I'll end up snacking on the wrong things, or I'll or I'll make too much. Like you said, portion size is really hard. And I ended up going into, like you say, a walking regimen of maybe, I think I was doing like a mile or a couple of miles at first, which is roughly 15 to 20 minutes. And then for a mile, and then 25 to 30 minutes for 2 miles. And then as I got faster, then I started upping the number of miles I was doing. Then because I always kept it to miles because it was easier for me to calculate that way instead of doing time. So I would be like, okay, if I go to the park and come back home, that was a mile. If I go a little further, that would be 2 miles. If I go all the way to the library, that's 3.5, 4 miles. If I go all the way around, it's an hour. It's like an hour and 25 minutes, but it's just over 5.5 miles. Mm-hmm. So it was like that was easier for me to kind of monitor. And I mean, like you said, I lost roughly like 15 or 20 pounds just from that in the first 6 weeks. And for me, it was also eye-opening that so much could be done in a short period of time with something so simple as walking.
If you stay consistent and you don't give up, you will see results. Mm-hmm. The days that you don't feel like getting up, be your cheerleader. I to this day, because I go to the gym at like 3:30, 3:45 in the morning. I know I'm crazy, but I go before work. And the days that I don't feel like going, I have to tell myself, you're doing it for a reason. You're doing it for a reason. When I'm in the gym and I want to give up or my body is tired, you're doing it for a reason. Keep pushing, keep going. You have to be your own cheerleader. You can't depend on people to be a cheerleader for you. Indeed. And if you still like, Vicky, I'm cheering myself, but I'm still not, call me, text me, because I'll be your cheerleader. You know what I'm saying? I'll give you those words of encouragement.
No doubt. We always appreciate that. I just want to show
Absolutely.
a little bit more food, just because your food be amazing. I noticed some of it's a salmon and like a squash mix. There's some corn. Is that like Fiesta corn?
That's for my fried corn.
Okay.
When I and everything, my entire menu, all of my food is seasoned with salt-free seasoning, fresh herb, garlic, and olive oil. That is it. And and if I do use salt, it's pink Himalayan salt, which is more healthier than regular table salt. But yeah, that's my zucchini and squash blend. That is my fried corn. I can't tell if it's rice in there.
Oh, up here at the top, I think it is.
I think that's my famous. I'm known for my fried cauliflower rice, so I think that may be cauliflower rice in one of those meal preps as well. And then that's top. It looks like my classic salmon, if I'm not mistaken. But I'm known for my fried cauliflower rice. That's what kind of started my business. And my fried cauliflower rice literally was a oops. I kind of had the ingredients and I'm like, okay, let me just throw it together. And I built off of that. And now I'm known for it. And you would, if I didn't tell you it was cauliflower, you wouldn't know it was cauliflower.
Exactly. Yeah. And she's not lying. She is not lying. Like I've had at least 4 different brands or types of cauliflower rice over the last 2 or 3 years, and only Vicky's is legit. Like hers is the only one that really either tastes or has a texture of rice, where it's like you don't know. You literally don't know. You can look at it and be like, okay, this doesn't look like rice 100%, but it's still almost fooling you in the pan or whatever. But when from a standpoint of taste, texture, it's the only one that's right. The rest of them, they're either too watery or they're mainly just too watery. They're just
because cauliflower it's a vegetable that holds water. So no, it is. And it took me time to get to the point I'm at. When I first started using cauliflower rice,
I know
it was watery. It was disgusting. I'm like, this cannot be like this. Cannot be in the testament. I have to change this. The good Lord got to put his big finger on this because this can't be. And I've worked on it. And yeah, I make several different kinds. I have my fried cauliflower rice. I have a Mexican style cauliflower rice. I have a garlic and herb. I have a garlic. I have a lemon basil that I actually debuted last year. It was a test run that went over well. And I'm constantly test running dishes. And I have my people, Will. He's one of them that I reach out to like, hey, I need you to taste test this new dish I want to drop.
Oh, yeah, the taste test, the pop-ups. She does pop-up shops too, y'all. When y'all see her post those pop-up, go, because food be amazing.
My jerk chicken tacos, people want those all year round. And I'm like, do y'all know how much pineapples cost? Because I don't use canned anything. The only thing that I use canned is like my corn and my beans, just because
it's corn.
Nobody got time to shuck corn and soak no beans. So those two I do use canned, but everything is fresh. I don't use frozen either. So, my jerk chicken tacos are really good, but pineapples are expensive during this time of the year. So, I'll be telling people like that's usually kind of a spring summer dish. I mean, if one of my customers beg me to make it, I will make it because that salsa is fire.
It is. It's amazing. It's absolutely fire. And that's the thing. I don't eat spicy food.
Speaking of devil, here you go. Well, it's not a symbol, but this customer actually ordered the tacos, but I put the shells on the side, but that's the salsa in the back in little containers. Gotcha. But I make everything fresh. I make my own cucumber sauce with fresh cucumbers, Greek yogurt, garlic. I love cooking and I love to see people eat my food and enjoy my food. And I love the shock of, wait a minute. Wait. This is cauliflower. This is plant-based. There's no salt in this. No. And it's full of flavor. And I'm just sitting there like.
She literally sits just like that.
Like
But yeah, so like I said, she does pop up shops as well. So be on the lookout for when she
I have
announces
one
her
actually
pop-ups.
Friday.
Okay.
This Friday I'm hosting. Well, I'm not. Well, yeah, I am. I'm actually the only one. It's gonna be at Van Born Nutrition in Belleville, Michigan. I do have it posted on my Instagram page.
Okay.
I'll be there this Friday from 4 to 7. I will have my famous fried cauliflower rice. You can get it topped with chicken or veggie. And then I'm also doing another one the following Friday in Wyandotte. I'm waiting for the details and a flyer for that. But yeah.
Sorry, I just shared the wrong page. I'll get it together in a second. I'll get it
No,
together.
you're fine.
And but yeah, the one in Belleville, no, is it Van Buren or Belleville?
Is it? It may be Van Buren.
Van Buren
I know they're
Nutrition.
like right.
Yeah, they're right together. They're right
Okay,
together.
yeah.
So that's a little further west than West Side Detroit. But yeah, it's right off of that's like in the 275.
Yeah, 90.
Area.
I think it's off of 94. Actually, it's off of 94.
Okay.
That's the one I'm doing. I'm trying to reach out to different areas. Unfortunately, and I hate to even be this way, but I don't get too much love. There it goes right there. And I believe I did tag them in the post. So if you actually click on their name in the comment section, their address is on their page. Yep. And I'm trying to really venture out to other areas and other demographics because unfortunately, even though I love my people, I don't get a lot of support from my people, and it's okay. I'm still gonna be a big advocate in my community. I'm still gonna tell people about it, but I have to really stop focusing so much on, I guess, unfortunately trying to help the Black culture because it's like they really don't want the help until unfortunately they're diagnosed with type 2 diabetes or type 1 diabetes, or the doctor's like, oh, if you don't lose this much weight, you're going to be like this. It's like, oh, help me. Right. Tried to help you 6 months ago.
Yeah. So let's talk about that because that's the thing. That's the reason why I called this thing Health is Wealth, right? Because the thing is this, a lot of people discount their health, like you say, until it's too late, right? We got to get Sunny to Detroit because Sunny's in Trenton, New Jersey. And we got to get her here so she can try to.
You know what? I've actually been looking into shipping my food across the United States. Yeah, because I have been looking into that where if you get it the next day. Not the next day after you order, but if you order it, once I tell you it's sent, you should get your food the next day because I want it to be as fresh as possible.
Exactly.
So I have been looking into that, Sunny.
Nice. So, Sonny, you may not be too far away, and you can get it. I know, right? She's like, oh, okay. She want to see that. So yeah. So like I said, in our community, too often we discount our health. We discount the importance of our health. We discount the importance of getting into a healthier lifestyle, of preventing disease instead of combating disease, right? So, what advice do you give people who are pre-diabetes, pre-hypertension, who are trying to, like you say, trying to decide what they're going to do next when they know that they just gained 10, 15, maybe 20 pounds during the pandemic? What's your advice to those folks?
First things first, and I tell everyone this, make small changes. Food is the biggest and most addictive drug. It is. If people don't think about it as a drug, but it's a drug. Sugar is a drug. Carbs, it's a drug. We are addicted to it. Because if you notice, as soon as you cut back sugar and carbs, you go crazy. Because your body's like, wait, what? Yeah, exactly. Just like as if someone was on drugs. So the biggest mistake people make is they want to cold turkey everything at one time. You will put your body in shock, just like as if a crackhead will stop drugs. That's why the doctor prescribe certain drugs so they could slowly wean themselves off. It's the same thing with sugar and carbs. You want to slowly wean yourself off. Make small changes. So if you're a person let's say you drink pop, you're a big pop drinker, and you drink probably 2 or 3 cans of pop a day, don't cold turkey it because you're going to put your body in shock. I know this for a fact. Instead of drinking 3 cans of pop, do 2 cans. Do 1 can a day. Make small changes first, and then build. Okay, so for 2 weeks, we're only going to do 2 cans of pop a day or 2 cans of pop every other day. Do that for 2 weeks. After 2 weeks, when you feel like you got that down pat, increase it. Okay, now I'm only going to do 1 can every other day. Do that for a couple weeks. Okay, I got that down pat. I'm going to add to it. Now I'm going to cut back my carbs. Instead of me eating carbs for every meal, we're only going to do carbs two times a day. And when I say carbs, I mean like the physical white carbs, potatoes, rice, pasta.
Right.
Do that for make slow changes first and add some activity. Move that body and not always walking. If you're a person with small kids, do a dance party with your kids. Something to move your body for at least 20 to 30 minutes. That's a new dish as well too. You're making me hungry. And I'm fasting right now. You're making me hungry, but that's my Cajun shrimp cauliflower rice, topped with my sweet heat salmon.
Oh, okay. Nice.
Yeah. But yeah, for people that want to start somewhere, make small changes. Intermediate fasting was the best thing that, like, it definitely changed my life, and it saved my life. It's not for everybody, but you don't have to do a big window. You could start off doing 12 hours. You could fast for 12 hours. And if you truthfully think about it, especially us as adults, we really don't eat breakfast. Let's just be honest. We don't. So if you just skip breakfast and do lunch, snack, and dinner, you boom, 12 hours, you fasted. You know, like, I think people just, as soon as you hear you can't eat, you, oh my God, wait.
Right. Well,
You
yeah,
don't do breakfast,
and actually, yeah, and that's the thing for me. So my day is I wake up around like 5:30, 6 o'clock in the morning, because I start work, and then my first meal is at 9 a.m.
Mm-hmm.
And then I eat from 9 until 6 p.m. and then I don't eat the rest of the night.
Exactly. So you fasted, and you probably just not eat. You I mean, you know about it, but if you didn't know, unconsciously you just fasted, and you was just like,
exactly. And that's the thing. It's like having that window of or having that like you say, that first early morning break that you're not eating. It gets easier as you go along as well. Because like when I first started doing it, my first meal was around 7:30,
mm-hmm.
and then I pushed it back to 8. Then I pushed it back to 8:30. Now it's at 9. You know, so it's like over time, and I did that over a course of like 2 or 3 months. I didn't do it like you say. Day one, wake up at 5:30 and was like, I'm not going to eat till 9 o'clock because I'd be starving, right?
Yeah,
I was starving at 7:30, you know, because it was like, oh man, you know, 7 o'clock. I'm usually eating 7:30. Like, oh man, like this is hard. So, I would eat at 7:30. Then once I got used to 7:30, I pushed it back to 8. Then it was like, okay, 8 o'clock wasn't so bad after a while. You know, like I said, I pushed it back. The thing with, nighttime is just not snacking at night. That's one of the biggest mistakes a lot of us make, especially like I'm a night owl, even though I got to be up at 5:30, 6 o'clock in the morning, I don't go to bed till 1, 2 o'clock at night. So it's like I'm getting 4, 5 hours of sleep. And during that time between 6 p.m. and midnight or 6 p.m. and 1 o'clock, I'm okay. But then like right before I go to bed, I'm like, man, I could really use. So like now I'm in the habit of I grab my water bottle instead, And that's another big one. I think this is why we forgot to mention early on. Water is so essential, And people always think like, oh, it's so hard to drink water. Oh, I don't like water.
But the thing is, I don't want to water it down. No, it is. It is hard drinking water because water can get boring. It can get super boring. Mm-hmm. I don't want you guys to think like y'all looking at me like, oh, this heifer just ain't she ain't struggling doing nothing, huh? She just No, water is boring. Do you hear me? But it is the best thing for you. It's like I drink flavored water. This is the Splash, the Pure Life Splash Lemon. 0 calories, no sugar. Because water gets boring. Plain water gets boring.
And that flavored water is delicious.
Amazing. Okay, I love the lemon water, but I usually buy the case from Sam's Club,
Mm-hmm.
and they have lemon, it has wild berry, it has a
Yeah.
peach mango, and I believe there's one more flavor in there, and it's I think it's 32 bottles maybe,
Mm-hmm.
and it's about $6. And of course I have my regular plain water that I drink. All I drink is water though. I've come to the point in my lifestyle where I don't drink juice, I don't drink pop. I just drink water. If I drink tea, it's like just regular. I would just brew tea with hot water. I don't even add honey to my tea.
Right.
Um, or if I want cold tea, I get the diet Arizona tea. It has less than a gram of sugar.
Mm-hmm.
But I drink water, but I've come accustomed to just drinking water.
Yeah, and that's what I was going to mention is that you after a while you get used to slowly cutting that stuff out. Like right now, I'm at the point where I'm still drinking at least 1 or 2 cups of lemonade, but I drink sugar-free lemonade, the Simply Light, which is they use sucralose. They don't use aspartame. I prefer
Mm-hmm.
sucralose over aspartame. And then I also, like you say, I drink the flavored water from time to time, but like now I'm more into just plain water. I don't do a lot of flavored water anymore, just because I still drink my 1 or 2, because that's where I like I'll go, okay, I'll drink 4 or 5 bottles of water, have my cup of lemonade, then go back to my 2 or 3 bottles of water. So now right now my challenge for this year, or this month rather, after the new year, was I need to go back to getting to a gallon of water, or close to a gallon of water a day.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's what I'm working on now, is getting back to that. Because I really slacked off. I was only drinking like maybe 60 or 70 ounces of water, which is not good. Because you need at least 80.
I think it's is it half of your body?
72, something like that. 72.
Yeah, like half.
Yeah.
I think it was half of your body weight or something like that
Yeah.
in water.
So it's like I need to be in for half of my body weight. That's a gallon of water anyway. So I need to get back to a gallon of water. But that was the thing, and that's one thing I was trying to explain to people. Is like, look, you don't if drinking water is a challenge, don't think that regular plain water, is your only option. You have flavored water. You have
you could put fruit. You could cut up fresh fruit and put fruit
you have
in
fruit
water
and vegetables that are water retaining items, that when you eat those, you're getting a water intake. You can't effectively measure it to cups and all that, but that's part of your water intake.
Or you can add it to your water. Like I put cucumber, I put lemon, mint. I like to put blueberries and strawberries.
There you go. Mm-hmm.
You can add it to your water and it will give it flavor. Cause water's boring. Or I like the spark. Like when I do sometimes just want that kick, because I was a big Coke drinker. Like I loved Coca-Cola. That was my pop. Like me and my best friend Jess, that was our pop. We was every day. I used to bring a can of Coke to work every single day. I loved it. And when I gave it up, I'm like, I need that kick. I need that. And I still do sometimes. So I like the sparkling ice flavored water.
Yeah.
The fruit punch.
Yeah.
I need to put stock in that because I buy so much of it.
No doubt. So let's wrap this up. Tell everybody what's your plans for this year. What are you looking forward to health wise and with your business or whatever you want to tell the folks?
So for 2022, and for everyone out there, I hope faith without work is dead. You can't pray on something and not put the work in. You have to put the work in. So if for everyone out there watching, get a notebook. I have a notebook. I call it my manifest notebook, where I write down everything that I want for my business and personal life. I write it in there and I pray over it. And I put the work in to get it. Because nothing is going to be given to you. God isn't going to give you anything. He wants to see you put the work in so he can know, okay, you deserve it. So for me, for my business, I really thought that I wanted a food truck. That was my big thing when I started, but it's so much more now. I really want to go into counseling people more on starting a lifestyle change and growing my food and, test running new dishes. Will you be getting some phone calls? You get a lot of phone calls this year. I just be prepared to just try some new stuff.
I'm ready. Whatever you need.
I want to be able to host my own pop-up shop, a health and wellness pop-up shop. So it's not going to just be the normal pop-up shop that we're used to. I want to do one where it literally focuses on the health and wealth of people. Physically, for my health wise, I really have knocked out everything that I wanted. The only thing left, is my surgery. I do have hanging skin from the weight loss, so I would love to have that removed this year. So fingers crossed it does happen. I want to become stronger in the gym. I have been working on lifting more, and I love it. I love lifting now. I love how
I'll be seeing you over there doing your thing.
You see it? Yeah. So I have been pushing myself in my workouts because I want to become stronger. I think women that lift are just sexy. Like, it's just something about it. And I'm just like, ooh, I want that. So, I want to become stronger in that aspect. Personally, I want to grow as a woman. During this lifestyle change, it wasn't just the physical, it was the mental. It was me having to learn to love me, because I can't expect a man to love me if I can't love me properly. So I had to learn to love me during this lifestyle change and sit back and be like, maybe you're the problem because you were always the common denominator in every situation. So maybe it's time that you work on you. And when you actually do that, you glow. People always tell me, oh my God, Vicky, you glow. Like, because I finally worked on me. And I finally could sit back and be like, okay, I was the problem in the situation, and work on my flaws and work on loving me and loving being just with myself and taking myself out. And some people can't be by themselves, and I've learned to be by myself during this journey. So I want to grow on that more.
Okay.
And be a better mother this year. My daughter will be 14. Pray for me.
Yes.
Pray for me.
Understand.
Pray for me.
I got 4 girls myself, so I totally understand.
Pray for me. But I want to be a better mother. I want to continue to be a better role model for her, my family, and just everyone that watches me. I thank everybody that is rooting for me during this journey, has been rooting for me. Everyone that shares a post, comes to pop-up shop. You don't always have to buy anything. If you just come by and say hi, that's enough for me. So thank you for everybody. Anyway. You always show up. I appreciate that.
I try to. I'm gonna definitely show up this weekend. I didn't realize that was a pop-up shop, so I'm definitely gonna come through. And,
it's just me. It's just me. It's no other. It's no. But the where I'm gonna be at, they sell meal replacement shakes that are amazing.
Oh, okay. And I'm actually looking to get into more of those again, because I got a BCAA recovery drink that I've been using, and so I'm gonna want to do some meal replacement shakes to fill out the rest of my day, because I haven't been doing, because for me, I need to eat 5 to 6 times a day in order to get my weight loss kicked off. Because I do high protein, low carb.
So that's my favorite.
Like I need the meal replacement in order to kick off my ketosis. So
the shakes, my favorite is the peanut butter pie, and I get Oreos added.
Oh wow! Okay.
So good. Or the cherry pie with chocolate chips.
That all sounds amazing. I think I need to do that.
And it's only like and the shakes are, when I say filling, they're like they're a meal, and you can get the combo with the tea. I don't usually get the tea. I just get the shake because I could never get to the tea because I'm so full from the shake. Right. But the shakes they're usually they're no more than 300 calories. If that.
Wow.
It's like between 5 and 7 grams of sugar. They're amazing. Like, when I say amazing, amazing. Like, me and my daughter, we used to go. It was sickening. I was going like 2 or 3 times a week to get one.
No doubt.
And then I wasn't eating. I'm like, I can't have to stop because I wasn't eating enough. Because the shake will fill me up for so long. So I kind of eased up, but I'm going to get one Friday. So Friday, I'm going to make sure I incorporate that shake into my calorie count. And I can't.
No doubt. Sounds good. All right. Well, that's that's our show, folks. Tell them again where they can find you at.
You can find me on Facebook at Wise Meal Prep LLC. Same with my Instagram page. All of my information is posted on there. My menu is posted on there. I'm also running a special for this month. 5 meals, one protein, either chicken or turkey burgers, 2 veggies, and your flavor rice for $50. Or you could do 7 meals, 1 protein, chicken or turkey burgers, 3 veggies, your flavor rice for $75.
Nice. All right, great. Well, appreciate you for coming out.
Thank
Appreciate
you.
everybody for watching and commenting. Definitely check out Wise Meal Prep. She has amazing food, amazing prices, great variety of foods and options to try out, or catch her at one of her pop-ups or one of her special events. And like you said, be sure to go by and say hi, or go and to her business pages and request.
And you can still say hi. I'm a nice person. I love when people say hi.
She's a very nice person. She definitely lights up a room. Is always cheerful and always motivating, because and that's another thing. It's like you definitely bring out the cheering people. So no doubt. So appreciate you again. Anything else? Are we good?
We are set. Thank you guys so much. Have an amazing night.
Y'all have a great night, and make sure y'all come back here on Monday. We're gonna have another great show. We're always here Monday at 10 p.m. Over at Facebook, YouTube, and on Twitch. You can also catch us online over at gftradioshow.com, GFT_radio on Twitter and Instagram, GFT Radio on Twitch, over at GFT Radio Network on Facebook. Make sure y'all join the conversation at our Join the Conversation group, facebook.com/groups/GFT Join the Conversation. And as soon as I can print up my little thing, if I can find it, it's your boy Willie Styles in the building. Get at me everywhere at Willie Styles on IG, Twitter, and Willie Styles on Snapchat and TikTok. I'm over on Gaming with Styles. I will be playing some games eventually. And stylesradio.com for all the hot tracks that I'm listening to. WillieStyles.info for all my links. Everybody have a good night. Vicky, stay on. Don't drop. And we'll see you all later.